What's going on, guys? Brian here from Level Down Games. I know we're live, so I had my timing all screwed up for this. I thought that this started at 3 p.m. Eastern. It started at 2, so I'm on about a 20-minute delay. If you wanted to watch it along with me, I do apologize. We're just gonna let it play from here. Looking forward to this, though. Sucks that the Persona 4 Golden PC announcement kind of leaked out early. It is what it is, though. I don't know how I got my timing so messed up today. I thought this was at 3. I really, really did. Oh well. Oh well.
As you guys can see, I'm missing my left eye.
There is a community that I am a part of.
Documentary series, okay.
Like anyone else?
Please. I'm currently in a call with my friend, not responding anymore.
He's breathing really hard. You know he just had a seizure.
I built an arcade in my basement. This is my home.
You're in a whole different world.
Who cares what size you are, what gender you are?
I'm finding it done gluing all the details on the sword.
The fans definitely go crazy when they see this card.
It's like one of the most badass things you could drive.
I did start at the very beginning, yeah. I did. I'm running on a 20-minute delay. I wanted to see the whole thing. I actually want to get rid of the annotation down here. Just, there we go. Let's get rid of that. I think my being tired just fucked everything up today for me in terms of my timing. I've been off by an hour on everything so far today. Good. Good. Good, good, good. Have you been watching it the whole time? It's Elise Williams. That's funny.
Three, two, one.
This is the PC game.
Oh, dude, Frankie's there every year, man. Frankie's there every year. I'm glad she's there again this year. I'm glad she's there again this year.
The creator of DayZ, the world exclusive.
Frank always makes a dumb joke because, you know, his name is so similar. Yeah, man, she's been there like the last 3 or 4 years in a row.
2. Epic battles in a Total War saga. Troy. Torchlight 3. What's coming in the next chapter of Elite Dangerous? Mafia Definitive Edition. A look at New World, Amazon's upcoming open world MMO.
Okay.
Why, hello there, PC Gaming Show. This is Greg Miller, just borrowing your broadcast for a moment to say that later on, I'll be dropping in again to reveal one of my favorite franchises that's coming to PC for the first time ever. If you can name this tune, maybe you'll recognize what it is. See you later in the show.
Dude, Kyle, you see the goosebumps?
And now
That was the Juness song from Persona 4 Golden. Every day is great at your Juness. Well, that leaked a couple days ago. We already knew that was coming.
PC Gaming Show. I am one of your hosts today, Sean Day9 Plot, and I'm delighted to have you wherever you may be tuning in, Twitch or YouTube or Twitter. Welcome to our 6th annual event where we have over 2 hours of content. 50+ games we're going to be looking at in the form of reveals, trailers.
2 hours?
That we've recorded in
Damn.
the last several weeks.
Seriously?
Before we get into that, though, I want to take a moment to address the ongoing situation in America. While we're glad to be showing you some games today, there are many, many more people fighting for something far, far more important: the struggle against police violence and the systemic oppression of Black Americans. I and everyone who works on the PC Gaming Show each year, we know that Black lives matter, and this is not a fight that we are willing to stand on the sidelines for. So what can we all do? There's a great many organizations that deserve support right now, and one of them is the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund at NAACPLDF.org. If you want to support this and get some great games in the process, hundreds of developers have joined together at itch.io to create the Bundle for Racial Justice and Equality. It's a pay whatever you want for the bundle, and 100% of the proceeds go to the NAACP.
$5 minimum. That's all it takes. $5 minimum.
A lot more resources and information
All
we'd
it
like to
takes.
share, so PC Gamer has created an ongoing list of ways that you can get involved in supporting protesters. That's at pcgamer.com/Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're going to begin the reveals in a moment, but this wouldn't be a PC Gaming Show without my dear friend and co-host Frankie Ward.
Frankie!
On the other side of the internet. Welcome, Frankie, and why don't you say hello?
Hello, Sean, and hello to everyone watching around the world. We're really excited to be with you again, and Sean, I've prepared a veritable smorgasbord of PC gaming interviews, trailers, and announcements. This year's show features the most games we've ever presented, so grab your beverage of choice, because it's go time.
Thanks, Frankie, and I gotta say, your apartment looks quite a bit more like a music video than mine does. Maybe I should have sprung for better lighting. Either way, it's time for the PC Gaming Show. And as I said earlier, 50+ games. We've been talking to the developers, interviewing them for weeks now. And though it looks kind of empty here, I'm not alone. My beautiful assistant.
Don't let Lindsay know.
DevBot. You may have seen him making his way over here.
Yeah, she's probably sitting right
He
next to
is
you.
awaiting us. So let's go join him and get the show started. All right, DevBot, what do we have for this year's PC Gaming Show?
Let's get Frankie on the media files.
Game trailers and 10 interviews, Sean, along with a full report of the most secret gaming layer-friendly dogs, per your request. Australian Shepherds rank 4th among all dog breeds.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, what should we play first then?
Scanning. Processing. My readings indicate that the audience would like to see Vikings.
Well, that sounds great. Then let's kick it off with Valheim, a Viking survival game where you'll fight monsters, craft weapons, build and sail ships on an open ocean, all while exploring a procedurally generated
They just
landscape.
actually showed this during the Guerrilla Collective stream. So this must be like a world exclusive look, because it can't be a world exclusive in general. Frankie on the media files. Let's make it happen. I'll reach out. Frankie, if you're watching. Dude, this game looks cool. I was into it when during the Guerrilla Collective too. This looks fucking sick, man. This looks good. This looks crazy good. Like, this is way more in-depth than what we saw during Guerrilla Collective. And this looks crazy good. Valheim. I want to play that.
The next game has been in the works for quite a while and is just about to come out. I've been following it the whole time, and if a game that features farming, creature collection, dance battles, and bears wearing pants sounds like your cup of tea, then it's time to put the kettle on and enjoy some Ooblets.
Ah, Ooblets, okay. Keep seeing this, but I wonder if we'll finally get a release date now. Jessica wants to play Ooblets. This game just looks more and more charming every time we see it. Coming this summer. Still no date, and that just says so soon. So soon! I guess so.
Well, great. What do you got, DevBot?
The game is Torchlight 3.
Ooh, Torchlight 3.
Features a number of original playable classes.
DevBot, you wouldn't have chosen this game because in Torchlight 3 you can play as a steam-powered robot, would you?
My game selections are entirely objective and determined by an algorithm that shows the audience only what it wants to see.
Show me the algorithm, DevBot.
The algorithm is proprietary.
Okay, well, let's play the Torchlight 3 trailer, and when we're done, I want to talk to one of the Torchlight 3 devs.
In a world of magic and mystery.
These are fun games.
Will you choose fame? Will you choose fortune? Or the future of the frontier?
Man, this looks good.
More remote, perilous realms. Battle
Is that a ghost train?
powerful enemies. Unite with others to claim your fame and glory. Torchlight 3. Your legend awaits.
Nice.
Oh, DevBot, please connect me with one of those developers.
You got it, Sean.
Joining me today to talk about Torchlight 3 is Max Schaefer. Max, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now, Max, Torchlight 2's story began with the alchemist from the original Torchlight becoming corrupted and evil. How does Torchlight 3's story tie into the first two?
Well, we're in the same world, obviously. We're about a century later now, though, and the Empire is
century? Wow.
Yes, the Empire is in decline, and they've gotten a little lazy, a little comfortable, and a new threat looms on the horizon. So once again, the adventurers will have to battle the Netherim and all the evil baddies threatening the world.
In terms of the scope and scale of Torchlight 3, how does it compare to the previous editions?
Well, we've expanded quite a bit. Now, first, anyone who's played Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 will be comfortable with the mechanics and how to play it and all. But we've expanded and let players make their own mark in the world itself. Like, you get a customized fort that you can decorate, that you can build things in. You can do things that benefit your whole account, and you can put things in there that are useful to other players. And other players will see your fort randomly out in the world.
I want to ask a little bit about the classes, because if you're an action RPG player, you may recognize something like a knight or a mage. But in Torchlight 3, we got the steam-powered robots. We have the rail master that can summon trains. Talk to me about not just what some of the classes that players can expect are, but how you even come up with this glorious stuff.
You know what's funny is that
you know,
we'll talk when it's not when he's not talking.
Right down Main Street with our character classes and try to do something interesting. But at the same time, we wanted you to be able to look at them and get a sense and get a kind of an intuitive sense of what they do. And so we've applied that here. We've got some really fun characters, like you said, the fully robotic, steam-powered robot, and a guy that summons trains. But we've also got some other cool classes too.
It was a ghost train
and a dusk mage. And you know, honestly, they all have new twists, and they're all pretty fun to play.
In terms of the game world itself, how like specifically do the forts get integrated? Like, what does it mean to stumble across someone else's fort as you're going through the world?
Well, between our gameplay levels, we have passages, and when you enter the passage, there will often be a waypoint there, but there will also be someone else's fort. So you will see some random person from the world's fort, and they will in turn see occasionally randomly your own fort. And it's definitely worth exploring their fort, because you can not only use things like the luck tree, but you can use their enchanting table and whatever recipes they've unlocked to enchant your own items.
That's really cool.
For you to go check them out.
Now, pets were a big part of the earlier Torchlight games. What type of pet-based entertainment can we expect?
We have expanded upon the pet system. It does all the things you want. It fights alongside you. It goes and takes your items back to town to sell. But we've introduced kind of a collection mechanic. So you can find pets out in the wild by defeating bosses and make a whole stable of pets that you, of course, keep in your fort.
Now, Max, I know that the Torchlight series has an enormous fan base. For those who are looking to get their hands on Torchlight 3, where can they go and when can they play it?
Well, I'm very, very happy to announce that we are available on Steam right now in early access for $29.99. Go check it out.
Not bad.
It's available right this minute.
This is the best kind of answer in the PC gaming show. You can get it now. Once again, Max Schaefer from the Torchlight 3 team, thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man, it actually looks really cool.
Right now,
that's something we can play together, too. $30 not bad. It's not bad.
We're just getting started here on the PC Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up later, an exclusive look at the next game from DayZ creator Dean Hall, Blanco's Block Party, the first reveal of Sound Mind, and more. Back to you, Sean. Back to you, Sean.
Well, hey, everyone. I hope you're having a great time. I know I am, and I know you want to tell me how much fun you're having, but don't shout. The walls are very thick in here. I can see you, though, if you use the PC Gaming Show hashtag on Twitter or Facebook or the PC
So here's what I
forums,
necessarily don't like
Messenger
about
account,
the
whatever
PC
is your
Gaming
desired form of
Show.
communication. I'm sure you've been seeing
It's
many of those
always
comments
like
show
this,
live in
and
the
it's
show.
so long.
We want your
And I feel like
180
sometimes things just go a little
that our
too
very
long.
moderators might just select
I don't know.
the show. For our next segment,
Am I turned up all the way?
time to head
Yeah,
on over
I am.
to Frankie Ward.
Frankie!
Elite Dangerous, the space simulation MMO from Frontier, has continued to evolve over the past 5 years. Set in a one-to-one recreation of our actual...
Man, she'd blow you out of the water on the media files, though.
Build and break alliances, trade, fight, and earn the rank of Elite. Join us.
Such a
as we
better
journey
voice to
into the
listen to
next
than your
era
own.
of Elite Dangerous. Let's take a giant leap once more.
Who am I kidding? Better voice than mine, too. Odyssey? Okay. Okay.
Joining me to talk about the next chapter of Elite Dangerous is Piers Jackson from Frontier Developments. Thanks so much for joining us, Piers.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to be here.
Now, I have a lot of questions about the trailer we just saw, but I'm wondering if you can contextualize a little bit for those who haven't played Elite Dangerous. What is it?
So I think the best way of explaining what Elite Dangerous is to understand how big it is. We have created a...
I've not played it,
the most
so...
complete, authentic space simulation.
I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so it is
vast. It's
okay.
the whole galaxy. You can
It's a
explore
space
it.
sim.
You can take your own path. You can be a pilot, a trader, a bounty hunter. You can do what you want. You can go where you want, and you can do your own thing. And it's that sort of freedom.
Ah, McDonald's.
For people to tell
Maybe
their own
bring me
stories.
home something if you're feeling so kind.
Now, in all the streams that
I don't know if you're
followed
getting
for
it
Elite
for us or
Dangerous,
anyone
there's a
else,
lot of
but
gameplay that
if you're getting it
happens
for us,
ships.
I know we got
There's
food
a lot
at
of
home,
focus
though.
on the economy and trading. In this trailer, though,
Drive
we
careful,
saw
though.
feet on the ground, which immediately makes me ask, what is it that we should expect? What should we glean from the trailer?
Yeah,
You
obviously
hit
this
the nail on
is,
the head. Ultimately, the big new
color me
feature we're
intrigued.
looking to release here is the fact that you can now, for the very first time, set foot on our planets. We've created
That's
the last
okay.
edition, really,
Color me
in terms of
intrigued.
Going from space all the way
Get me
down
some
to the
nugs.
planets. Now you can set foot, you can explore, you can interact with the environment, and we've taken the mission-based gameplay and the idea of forging.
I know
your
we
own
do. So I said
path
we have
and
food.
creating your own experience that the space game has, and we've transposed that right down onto the planet. For the first time, you'll be able to access a whole pile of new planets, all ones with tenuous atmospheres, and obviously you're going to be able to play this in multiplayer, so you'll be able to join up with your friends. You can experience the game from the ship, from an SRV, and finally from on foot.
In what way will this ground, walking on the planet component transform the existing aspects of Elite Dangerous?
I think it gives people a new set of experiences to have. We link all the way from ground to the buggies, the SRVs, all the way up to the spaceships, so that it becomes a holistic event. The design
Thanks.
actually encapsulates the whole experience.
In terms of some of the other systems that are on the planets, or various resources or points of interest, what are some of those that might tie back to some of the gameplay that someone would be familiar with?
So we have new planets that you can visit. You can visit old planets, and we have refreshed the visuals on them, so you can really set foot and be the first to actually.
This looks really good. I don't know.
I have a combo question for you. Elite Dangerous is available right now. Where can players go to play Elite Dangerous, and when can they expect the Odyssey update?
So you can join in with our community now, playing Elite Dangerous. Download it via Steam, or go to the Frontier store, or purchase it on console. We have many people playing it. In terms of Odyssey, you can expect to see that next year.
I hope you all enjoyed that conversation about Elite Dangerous. It's a treat to see the way the game is continuing to evolve. For our next title...
Sorry if there's
we're
any
going to be-
banging in the background.
Sean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but our broadcast...
There's people doing work upstairs, it sounds like.
Not again.
Hi there again, PC gamers.
Right? It's actually coming
You
out.
saw me host the Gorilla Collective live stream earlier today. No, I didn't watch. Okay, well, that's all.
I did watch
The
it!
PC Gaming Show back to its usual host in a moment, but I couldn't let anyone else announce this next trailer.
Jessica,
which
it's
is a
Persona
game near
4!
dear to my
Here
heart.
we go! Dude, it's so good! Now with HD graphics, you're gonna make me replay this? Oh my god, okay, here we go. I wish that wouldn't have leaked, man. I wish that wouldn't have leaked.
Now on Steam. If you haven't played this, now you have no excuse. Persona 4 Golden is a masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. The story, the action, the characters, this is something you have to go get right now. It's been awesome to see Atlas Games make their way onto the PC. I'm glad this one is finally here. Anyway, I better hand the show back over to Sean before he gets mad at me. See you later, PC gamers.
Well, that was weird. I thought this live stream was supposed to be secure.
I'm analyzing the security breach now, Sean. I'm not sure what...
Well, all right then. While we get this sorted out, let's head on over to Frankie.
Our next trailer reveals an all-new psychological horror game coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X early next year.
Ooh, next gen, baby!
Your expectations as it ushers you through the deepest corners of your psyche. It sounds like every night before I go to sleep, honestly. The game also features a chilling original soundtrack by The Living Tombstone. Courtesy of indie outfit We Create Stuff and publisher Modus Games, let's take a look at In Sound Mind.
Okay. I like the sound of this so far.
They say fear is just a state of mind. A locked door that traps you inside it. But once you find the key to your terror, fear will no longer exist. What a bunch of bullshit.
Next year, okay. Dude, this looks pretty fucking cool. In Sound Mind. I like it. Okay, really, really cool.
Hey everyone, I'm Ido, producer at We Create Stuff.
Hey, I'm Gen, creative director.
Hey, Tombstone here.
We're the developers who brought you Nightmare House 2. And
Oh, so
now we're
Tombstone's
back.
just one guy.
Partnered
Okay.
with Modus Games and The Living Tombstone, and we're working on a new indie horror game, In Sound Mind.
Demo is now out on Steam. Let us know what you think.
Thanks.
Thank you.
So hey, DevBot, how did you get here today anyways?
Well, Sean, my sleep state was interrupted when I realized I was late to this year's PC gaming show, so naturally, I panicked. I had to improvise about how to reach our undisclosed broadcasting location before you began the show. I tried some back roads instead. I am not an all-terrain vehicle, it was discovered. I tried to hitchhike. But ever since the 1991 documentary Terminator 2, nobody was dangerous.
The 1991 documentary. That's awesome.
At that point, I was already right outside our secret location.
Cool. Hey, let's take a look at our next trailer.
Airborne Kingdom, loading.
What is this? Like a flying city. Yeah, this is fucking cool. Airborne Kingdom. Okay. Fall 2020. I really want to play that, actually. I really want to play that. Kind of reminded me of Islanders a little bit. Graphically.
You might be surprised to know that I enjoy real-time strategy games, and that's why I'm excited for our next trailer. It's Dwarfheim, a cooperative RTS, where up to 3 players can split up the work of building, mining, and fighting, working together to build defenses, machinery, and traps, train armies to fend off deadly trolls and rival clans. The Dwarfheim demo is live right now on Steam. Let's see what the game is all about.
Ever since the fall, dwarven clans live scattered across Agartha.
Colorful. I like it.
They toil every day in the dark and dirt.
Ooh, that's pretty.
They try to protect what little they have from rival clans and the vile creatures that roam these lands. Your clan needs you now, chieftains, to lead your people. Choose your classes, guide your builders and miners to expand your kingdom, or take up arms with your warriors to protect our town halls and conquer your enemies. Bring us to victory!
This definitely looks like a U game, man. The next generation of co-op RTS. Okay. Ooh, multiplayer beta starts June 19th. Do you jump in the Discord to sign up? That'd be cool of you to get in and then talk about it on the podcast.
Thanks, Sean. And now let's take a look at the lineup of games and game updates coming from indie publisher New Blood Interactive.
I said I am so tired. Oh, we saw this during the Guerrilla Collective too. But it was, just like 10 seconds or something like that. This looks fucking rad. And this song, oh my god. Or wait, this is multiple games. Or is it not? I feel like it is. Maybe not. No, it's the same game. It's the same game. Never mind. Never mind me. $16-player co-op, damn. And free to play, okay. I love that part right there, man. Like, that is so cool graphically. Oh, no, wait, this is the one that I said in the Guerrilla Collective reminded me of, Doom 64, I think. I think that's what I said. Because it does. We love you and we hate money. It's funny.
That's quite a lineup from New Blood, and with us now is the New Blood CEO, Dave Oshry, to talk about it. Dave, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, so we got a lot going on, right? I mean, some guys come out here, they show like some cinematic trailer and then tell you it's coming out in a year. We got 6 games and you can play all
So
of
that
them.
was different
We
games.
couldn't afford to do a cinematic trailer if we wanted to, right? So yeah, Dusk, now with mods, check them out at duskmods.com.
So I was right. I just didn't understand because everything was just fucking thrown together. Holy shit.
New levels are coming, new features, new guns. Unfortunate Spaceman is now completely free to play. F it, why not? Check that one out. 16-player co-op. Crazy. It's like The Thing in space. Faith, of course. If you don't know about Faith.
Now you know.
Ultra Kill, our new retro shooter with
This
styles
dude's fucking
like
awesome, man.
Devil May Cry and Quake. That's what that's about. And then, of course, Gloomwood. If you like games like Thief, System Shock, Resident Evil, then I think Gloomwood is definitely the game for you.
Where can we go to learn more?
So you can check out Dusk at notfortnite.com, a medieval
Wait, are these fucking real?
Boom.com, Unfortunate Spacemen at deaderspace.com. That's deaderspace.com.
Can I get confirmation? Hang on.
Ultra Kill at
Notfortnite.com.
Beefwithguns.com.
No shit, it is! Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Obviously, it redirects to the newblood.games website, but that's fucking awesome. That's awesome.
Now tell me, PC gamers, have you ever wanted to rewrite history? Not your browser history, that's easy and absolutely vital, but how about something grander? Like discovering America, mastering flight, or inventing the computer a couple of hundred years earlier. Humankind is an upcoming historical strategy game where you'll be combining up to 60 different cultures to create a civilization that's as unique as you are. And as with all of their previous titles, Amplitude is asking the community to participate in the development of Humankind.
This game looked cool last time we saw it, so let's see.
Let's see how they're inviting PC gamers to help build this worldly game.
Mine? I know. They're nice, dude. Just look at them. For you. Oh, I thought you were talking about mine. You got me all excited. I gotta shift my pants now. Ric Flair just busts out. Come on! This game still looks cool. Still looks cool. 2021. Okay.
Well, you heard the trailer. You need to go to opendev.gamestogether.com so you can be one of the very first humans to get your hands on Humankind, Amplitude Studios' upcoming historical strategy game. And now for something a little different, why don't you join me in my chambers? Come on.
In my chambers.
Of all the subcultures and communities that make up PC gaming, modders have arguably had the biggest impact. My next guest is Dean Hall, a designer who started out as a modder and eventually helped lay the foundation for two of the most popular genres on PC.
Yeah, man, Dwarfheim really looks like your
Let's take
thing.
a look at the next game from Rocketworks revealed here on the PC Gaming Show. It's Icarus.
Icarus, okay. Dude, I want to play Torchlight 3 still. Like, I still am thinking about that. Huh, just got the press release about Persona 4 Golden. Ooh. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, it's a survival game. So it's an alien planet. That's neat. Dude, this looks fucking cool, man. You're right. This looks really cool. I could definitely see myself spending more time with that than I did with Codename Exiles.
Thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome. It's great to be here.
So, Dean, you're making another survival-focused game. What makes Icarus different from other survival titles?
Well, I think if you think about your first hour in DayZ, your first hour in Minecraft, really what we're trying to do is capture that and then basically build a game where you can do that over a long period of time and you can progress through the survival experience. So it was really getting back to the roots of what a survival game is and what makes those moments that you get in them really intense and emotional.
If you can just walk me through like the basic loot. If I just open up the game, do I start out on the ship itself?
If you think about the orbital station as your apartment in GTA, you can invite your friends in and prepare for what we call a drop. And then you select a prospect. And the big challenge of the game, and the way to fail it, I guess, is to run out of time on the drop.
Let's say I'm on a 30-minute mission. I have a particular resource I've set out to snatch up. How does the gameplay of that 30-minute period differ from other survival games?
I suppose there were three key things that I felt needed to be addressed before I made another survival game. The first was the ability to scale. By breaking your experience over months and years into sessions, that allowed us to address scale. So you still can do all the things that you do in a normal survival game, building bridges, roads, all those kinds of things. But you're doing it with a medium-term focus. The second was pacing and clear direction, which is helped very much by the structure that we're putting around the session. And the last one is really focusing in on those core survival mechanics.
So if you build something, does it go away after the mission? I definitely have some questions for this game.
I guess I was
it looks great though. It really does.
That there are 20-minute drops as well as multi-day drops. What are the sort of time ranges we're looking at? Are there different
or drops, if that's what they're calling them instead of missions?
So it really depends on your level as you progress through the game. So early on, we're really just introducing you to more safe environments. So say a daytime drop that only lasts 20 minutes. You're only going to be facing the game during the day. As you progress on, you can take on and get access to prospects that have much longer drop windows, but that means you're getting a cycle of day-night. And night, particularly for most of our biomes, is definitely the most dangerous.
I want to ask a little bit about what failure means in Icarus. I mean, in the trailer there was someone that fell down and you just ominously talked about the dangers of being left behind on the planet. What happens if you don't make it back to the ship in time, die on the planet? What happens?
If you think about DayZ, when you get shot, it's a very binary event that happens and there's nothing you can do, it's just over. And there's a certain charm to that.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to that. But I think if we look about...
charm. I like your use of the word charm there, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like, there definitely is. But I think with Icarus, we've chosen one failure state. If you run out of time on your drop, that character and all its equipment is gone.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make that terrifying. And that's why our tagline is, there are worse fates than death. So it's getting left behind. If you miss your rendezvous window with the orbital station, then that's it. Everything that you've deployed on there, your character and all that progression of that character and all that equipment is just gone. And that's our one failure state. If you run out of oxygen, someone can come and revive you. If you get attacked by this particular animal and damaged, someone can heal you. But if you run out of time, it's over.
I'm curious, I mean, there's so many elements. There's so much ambition. I know there's a lot of PC gamers that maybe feel like you abandoned DayZ, other projects. What do you have to reassure those people that you're committed to Icarus?
Well, I think a big thing for me is you know, Bohemia was an existing company and I definitely felt like I was pulling them in a direction that was hard for them to go. And they probably felt like they were pulling me in a direction that I didn't want to go. And it's really been a bit of a struggle for me to develop and not only the studio but myself as well. There was a whole bunch of things I had to learn. I had to learn many of those things through failure. The solution there was to make sure it wasn't just the Dean Hall game, but it was a game built by incredibly skilled people. And we managed to assemble, I think, definitely one of the best teams I've ever worked with, an exceptional concept team through to a technical and production team as well.
Well, I know there's a ton of people that are interested in my very next question, my favorite question. When can people get the opportunity to play Icarus?
That is a good question. So we're looking at sometime next year. Our development is very
what I
advanced
figured.
at this point. Our biggest question really is content. So, you know, we're making the game free to play because
Oh man, I gotta buy Persona 4 Golden today now.
Where a number of our former staff are ex-Grinding Gear Games, you know, Path of Exile, very talented in the free-to-play area. So we're very cognizant of how much content we need to provide gamers. So at the moment, we're really sort of heading into that.
Well, Dean, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us.
Awesome.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Dean Hall from Rocket Works for the upcoming survival game Icarus.
We have
for
a
our next game.
yeah,
is
Teddy.
Frankie.
Teddy's right there.
When you're an
You might be able to see at the bottom of his legs. Oh, look at a guinea pig.
of style. What? Evil Cat Psychics are so 2019. Evil Genius 2 asks players the question, how would you design a supervillain fortress? Would you build a pool filled with laser sharks, or would you just give all the home appliances RGB lighting? Here's the world-exclusive first gameplay footage of Evil Genius 2, World Domination.
What if you had to pick the guinea pig or your children? This looks rad. This looks rad. I like this. Guinea pig 100%. Probably won't pee on your Switch. Dude, this looks fun.
We are about to see the first official gameplay footage for Godfall on PC.
Ooh.
Counterplay Games is going to give us a guided tour.
So we must have always just been seeing it on PS5.
We'll notice that this is running in Unreal Engine 5. That's why.
The millions and millions of triangles!
You can go on over to the Epic Games Store and wishlist it now, or get more information on Godfall before it releases this holiday season. But for now, let's take a look.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game director for Godfall. On behalf of Counterplay,
Man, this game looks
we're very
pretty.
excited to share gameplay with you today, and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of Godfall.
Man, this
Please
looks
enjoy.
good. Graphically.
Godfall is still in development.
Aesthetically.
So some things will change.
Visually.
And improve in the final product.
Gameplay wise,
Visuals
man, not so sure.
And performance.
Not so sure yet.
Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic, and forbidden realms. The world is split up into the elemental realms of earth, water, air, and fire. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into unstoppable masters of melee combat. As you adventure through the realms, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god who awaits you at the top. Throughout your journey, you'll find ancient valor plates lost in time, each with their own characteristics and long history. Now let's talk about gameplay in Godfall. First, our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a whole new genre, the looter slasher.
The looter slasher, come on!
One part gear-driven and one part.
Oh man.
In other words,
looter slasher.
Not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. What you're looking at now is a mid-boss fight, a tougher challenge which we will have to leave for another day.
Ooh, nice
Please
little
check out the
tease.
Godfall channel,
Nice little
Twitter,
tease.
Facebook.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Thank you so much for taking a look at Godfall. And
Like,
showing
the
me
combat seems fun. I don't know yet. I don't know yet.
First-person shooters, they think of games like Doom, Quake, and Duke Nukem. Our next trailer shows a project that celebrates the proud heritage of sci-fi FPSs while taking advantage of some very modern visual effects, like glorious enemy dismemberment. From Bounding Box Software and Humble Publishing, this is Proteus.
Ooh, okay. Another, retro-inspired shooter. Oop. Jessica must be down here because Avengers freaking out. That looks cool, man. That looks cool. Faye Tactics, the girl who destroyed the world? Is it like Pokemon? But they're Fays, I'm assuming? Looks like it, kind of. Combat's slightly different, though.
I love the look of that last one. Faye Tactics is set to scratch that isometric combat itch that I know a lot of us have been feeling ever since we played Final Fantasy Tactics back in the 90s. All right, but we're not done with Humble Games yet. Their lineup, as it turns out, isn't all that humble. We're going to take a look at 2 more games from them. Project Wingman, a jet fighter game featuring RPG elements and VR support. And rounding things out is Carto from Sunhead Games, a gorgeous top-down puzzler. Let's take a look.
Oh, we've seen this before. This looks so good. Avenger, you want to see this one? Come here. Oh, you're so big. Look at this. Look at this. It looks great. Fall 2020. You watching? Project Wingman looks cool.
Hey, DevBot, have you ever wondered what Gordon Freeman's voicemail message
you're heavy.
sounds like?
Sean, that is an intriguing inquiry. However, something is wrong. I'm receiving an external transmission.
Why does this keep happening, DevBot? What's with the security? Have you upgraded to Service Pack 2 yet?
The transmission is coming from a powerful space satellite.
Greetings, PC Gaming Show. It is I, your supreme leader, Kane. I am commandeering this broadcast to deliver an important mission briefing. You must capture the GDI base marked at these coordinates. This is a strategically significant facility. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. It's me, Joe Coogan. And I can take over this broadcast because I do what I want. Look, you know Command & Conquer has been a major part of your life. It's certainly been a big part of mine. The Command & Conquer Remastered Collection.
I was gonna say this has got to be
launched
remastered, right?
And
Yeah.
it is an awesome way to relive this classic game with a bunch of new bells and whistles. I mean, who doesn't like 4K graphics, quick matches,
we can
and
get down.
multiplayer or
Stop
modding,
whining.
right? I personally want to send a big shout out to all you PC gamers who have kept the legacy of Kane alive over these last 25
Thanks.
years. I mean, I live in death, I guess. Thanks for letting me interrupt, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. For the glory of Nod!
What is this?
Tell me, PC gamers, do you have any rare action figures? Perhaps you're one of the lucky owners of an out-of-print collectible, something you'd never trade away
Doesn't
in a
taste like
million
Coke.
years. Our next game
That's
is
fine.
a celebration of toys and art. On its surface, a game about collecting, customizing, and trading, but
Thank you.
it's also a highly social playground for creativity, one where you can make your own levels and gather with your friends to hang out, play mini games, and create together. This is Blankos Block Party.
Legend tells of a place where everyone comes together to play and dance.
Man, I go from Avenger to Binks. Everybody wants to sit up here right now.
And there's lava and a mountain made of junk food. Where you can create your own worlds and have your own adventures where you are in charge.
This looks cool.
Your very own games with your very own rules. And all your friends can come and play. Like this one here. Yep, them too. And I don't know what that dude is. It's cool. What? They're all toys? Come to life. And I can actually play with them and own them all. It's f***ing sweet. But you see, this place isn't a legend at all. It's a party.
Blankos
Here
Block
bringing us the
Party.
inside look at Blankos Block Party is Jamie Jackson from
Yeah, Fate Tactics looks good, man.
joining us today.
Fate Tactics looks real good.
I would love if you could just address what is Blankos.
Blankos it's a game about vinyl toys kind of coming to life and where they go when a human leaves the room, but it's also more than just a game. It's a place for content creators and gamers and collectors to come together and hang out and build the worlds and games that they really want to play. And you can have as many as your friends come and hang out with you as you want, but you could also drop the toys in. So the first toy you can play with is one called it's a shooting mechanic.
This looks super
We've got,
cool,
like, a
man.
unicorn rocket launcher that fires ice creams. We got like a cactus grenade launcher that fires these little cactus balls. So it's all about kind of like arcade fun shooter stuff. And you can set that up as a team shooter. You can have squads. You can do a bunch of stuff with it. You can even just have it free for all. Some other stuff we're going to be dropping is race toys. So you could just do point to point. You could build this super sweet like platformer and just go A to B. You could do laps. And then another one is, because Blankos, they all survive on good vibes. That's kind of what powers them. So another one you can do is actually just a vibe collection. And what's kind of super cool is all of those toys work with each other. So you could build a race, and then you could drop some guns in it, and it can be a race, but you can pick up guns on the way and try and knock each other out.
So you have these huge flexible tools, this community focus. We've also seen in games like Fortnite these in-game events. Are these kinds of things that you think will show up in Blankos as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we felt that from the beginning of development, that Blankos wasn't just this place for players to go and build and create their own worlds, but it was a place for us to be able to share with them different content, whether that's a music concert, whether it's a movie trailer, you know, whether it's something no one's seen yet. But absolutely, that we're definitely thinking about that kind of stuff.
Well, talk to me about the number of different designs. Like, where are these designs coming from? How many are there?
We're not talking about numbers in season 1 just yet, but we are talking about the artists. So we're really stoked we've been able to work with certainly my favorites that I've been buying the vinyl toys of over the years. So John Paul Kaiser is a great artist from the UK. I ended up buying some of his toys in New York about 6 years ago, and now we get to work together.
Man, that's really cool looking.
Great fun. James Groman, who I think just kind of really epitomizes vinyl toy design, just those clean vector-based lines. And one of my personal favorites is Pete Fowler, who for me was kind of one of the grandfathers of vinyl toy design.
I know people are going to want more information. They're going to want to know when they can play Blankos, when they can see more. Where do they go for that?
If you want to keep just up to date with things, go and check out blankos.com. You can register there right now, so you can, you know, secure your account name and get ready for launch. We're going to be launching end of the year, so not too far away now, but we're also going to be starting to look for our beta at some point soon as well. So if you get registered, we might be able to get you in that.
Jamie cool. From Mythical, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Once again, the name of the game is Blankos Block Party. Let's take a look at what's coming up next at this year's PC Gaming Show.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show, presented by PC Gamer. Stay tuned for more trailers, announcements, and footage. Coming up later, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Total War. What's next in Escape from Tarkov? The reveal of horror strategy game Rogue Lords.
Oh, dude, that looked good!
The birthplace of space flight action games, and our next project, Everspace 2, expands on that tradition with its gorgeous handcrafted universe. The focus here is on exploration and dogfighting, with alien species standing in the way of outfitting your ship with unique modules, weapons, and devices. And, as we're about to see in this next trailer, combat won't just take place in the cold vacuum of space, but also the atmospheres of planets themselves. Here's Everspace 2.
This is going to be so good, man. This is going to be so good. The first Everspace is great. Man, there's so much going on here. This is wild. This looks so good. Looks great graphically, too. Ooh, June 15th alpha. Okay. Closed alpha, but still. Means we are one step closer to game release, of course. Is this that, No, this can't... What the hell? The fucking snail. Ooh, on Kickstarter, okay. I I actually just saw that on there today because we were looking at something for Kickstart My Heart. I just saw that on there today. That's so funny.
And you don't remember ordering a horse. It's probably best to keep the door shut. One of the coolest things about A Total War Saga Troy, the next game from Creative Assembly, is that it will enable players to experience multiple different versions of how the iconic battle went down.
They're giving away this game for free on day one on the Epic Games Store. Like, why would you not buy it? Because it's free!
While you watch the latest trailer.
Peggy 16.
Oh, silver-tongued Odysseus. There is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
In Total War Saga Troy, you can rewrite the events of one of the greatest
I
conflicts.
love the Total War games. They're a lot of fun.
As Odysseus besieged the legendary city of Troy in 3 ingenious and equally devastating ways, all based around prominent theories from throughout the ages as to what the iconic Trojan horse really resembled.
The walls of this city may appear to be mighty, but no defenses are impregnable.
Using gargantuan siege towers, take the fight to the walls.
This just looks so fucking good.
And force them back into their pitiful city.
The enemy are unaware of your presence. Position your troops to retain your advantage once the attack begins.
Sneak troops into the city in a vast, horse-headed vessel fit for the gods. Under the cloak of darkness, use guerrilla tactics to sabotage the unbreachable city gates, leaving the Trojan warriors defenseless, allowing the Achaean soldiers to begin razing the city to the ground.
Their walls have been breached.
Even the greatest defenses cannot stand against nature's might. In a land ravaged by earthquakes, patience is rewarded.
The place got fucked up.
Troy is yours for the taking. Myth meets history in a war that will define the ages. Experience the legend of Troy this summer.
Victory will
Yeah, see? Free to claim. 24 hours. That's so fucking cool.
That was A Total War Saga Troy, which we'll get to play in 2021. And hey, speaking of sneaking in big surprises...
Wait, what?
A master of segue. This year, we've teamed up with Intel to build a legendary custom computer inspired by art, weaponry, and the artifacts found in the game. DevBot, I understand you know your way around a computer, right?
Affirmative. Sean, I have a soft spot for Bronze Age computers.
Well, great. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit more?
Can do, Sean. Behold, PC gamers. This build is centered around Intel's CPU, the 10th gen Intel Core i9-10900K processor. This 10-core flagship CPU is built for maximum game performance and overclocking, especially useful in epic strategy games like A Total War Saga Troy. The build also features a top-of-the-line GeForce RTX 2080 Ti. Also on the Asus motherboard are a spacious 4 terabytes of fast storage and 128 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM. The unit is powered by a platinum certified
Just go eat. It's like probably like an hour.
power supply, and temperatures are kept at a nominal level thanks to 9 RGB fans running alongside liquid cooling. The copper tubing is not only effective at heat conduction, but according to our readings, aesthetically pleasing. Is this what you humans call love?
PCs are more than specs. They're a passion. When we build a PC, we form a relationship with that piece of hardware. We wanted to show you every step of that process. For this build, we enlisted a master craftsman, Brian Carter, a PC modder with over a decade and a half of experience. PC Gamer and Intel have created a 4-part series following Brian as he created this epic artifact. DevBot, cue it up.
Hey, my name is Brian Carter, and I've been building custom PC mods for over 16 years. I'm working with Intel and A Total War Saga Troy on a very special custom PC project that we're thrilled to debut at the PC Gaming Show. Join me in a 4-part video series as I take you through each stage of the scratch build process. We begin with the inspiration and design phase, where we figure out how to take the amazing design
That's pretty
assets
cool.
from A Total War Saga Troy and functionalize them to house our best-in-class components, like the 10th gen Intel Core i9-10900K processor. Then I'll show you how I assemble, finish, and test this one-of-a-kind PC. A big thank you to Intel and Creative Assembly for letting me work on this incredibly fun and challenging project. I hope you like it.
Oh, it looks so good. And I have some good news. Episode 1 is available now, and I have even better news. You can win this PC from DevBot's loving clutches. Head on over to PCGamer.com/IntelPC to learn more and enter for a chance to win. And with that, it's time to return to more PC Gaming Show action with the fantastic Frankie.
The fantastic Frankie!
Last year, Remnant from the Ashes challenged gamers to take on monstrous creatures in a post-apocalyptic world. Today, we're excited to announce the biggest update yet for the game. Upcoming DLC that will conclude this thrilling saga. The fate of humankind is at stake. It's time to bring an end to the root once and for all. This is the world reveal of Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, available August 20th on PC, Xbox One, and PS4.
I've still not played this, but I know a ton of people that are, like, big fans of it.
Hope also let us think we won. But the root have another gate somewhere. Another hole we have to plug in our sinking civilization. Maybe the root's not the only thing we need to worry about.
I've been sniping french fries off to the side. Jessica gave me a couple.
The new Remnant from the Ashes content looks fantastic. And you know what else is fantastic? Hearing the opinions of strangers from the internet. Nothing makes my day as much as hearing what's inside your mind. So please use hashtag PC Gaming Show on whatever your platform of preference may be, and you just might have your comment show up live on the show. Now for our next title, we have to look at classic remasters. Capcom
Airborne
has been
Kingdom is
updating
basically
the original
Flight Simulator
Resident Evil
Miyazaki.
games, and in the same vein,
It's Gravity Rush!
now updating Mafia. The original Mafia trilogy is getting a full definitive edition remaster, with the original game, the 2002 Mafia, getting a full ground-up remake with 4K support. We got a brand new trailer for you, so let's take a look at Lost Heaven 2 decades later.
Tommy, Detective Narvin.
Damn, this looks good! I know it's not gameplay, but still, graphically this looks good. I'm actually slowly playing through Mafia 2 Definitive. Or remastered, or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, I might have some.
Airborne Kingdom looks amazing, man. It looks amazing. Ooh.
What do they call you, son? Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Looks good.
Man, DevBot, after a beautiful trailer like that, I gotta know, do you have any contacts in the Mafia?
Sean, I have left that life behind me. I'm programmed not to form relationships with organized crime. However, I can call one of the developers of Mafia Definitive Edition.
Well, fantastic. Let's ring him up, DevBot. Joining me to talk about Mafia is the president and CCO of Hangar 13. It is Hayden Blackman. Hayden, thanks so much for joining us today.
That's a sick Frankenstein poster behind him.
So for people who
I like that.
played the original Mafia, which is a 2002 release, talk to us about this game.
Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a complete ground-up remake of Mafia from 2002, which is a seminal game that really launched the Mafia franchise. And in Mafia, you take on the role of Tommy Angelo, who is a cab driver that falls in with the mob during the 1930s, actually during the height of Prohibition, in a city called Lost Heaven, which is loosely based on Chicago. And as a member of the Salieri crime family,
I think I knew that. Yeah, I think I did know that was based on Chicago.
Explore that story and Tommy's evolution from cab driver to respected member of the Mafia.
I feel like in the last 10 years, we've
Dude, that
seen
poster's sick.
HD editions, remasters,
That poster's sick.
updates. But my understanding is that this is far more than just a new coat of paint on a game from
Happy
2000.
birthday, by the way.
Talk to me about what a remake means.
Everything was rebuilt. So every asset, every cinematic was reshot, and all the gameplay was completely redone. Now, we've kept all the same big beats from the original game. The story is the same for the most part. All the big plot points are there. All the missions are there and represented. But again, everything was completely rebuilt from the ground up in order to kind of meet the expectations of today's gamers and take advantage of today's technology.
The location in pretty much every open world game is a central character. In 2002, we have seen a ton of gameplay changes between then and now, 2020. Can you talk a little bit about some of the ways you've updated the open world setting and maybe some of the new mechanics that players can expect?
So we do that a number of different ways. You know, one, we looked at how populated can we make it, and we took some of the kind of
No, he's not Frankie.
some of the things that we
Frankie's
did.
on the PC gaming show.
Crowds and non-player characters and other kind of city life from Mafia 3.
This remaster does look good.
To you know, Mafia the Definitive Edition. But we also looked
Or
at
Definitive
other ways for us to
Edition.
kind of
Technically,
redesign the city.
said it's a remake,
on the
so.
drive around, you know, do we need to widen the streets? Do we need to make sure that there's not as many 90-degree turns so that you can kind of coast around corners? And as we capture the feel of the vehicles, are there things that we want to do to make sure that the roads have, you know, grip or they're slick in the rain? And so that, I think, brought a lot of life to it as well, because most of the way that you engage with the city is through driving.
I mean, speaking of rebuilding things from the ground up, I gotta ask you about the cinematics. I mean, they looked gorgeous in the trailer. Yeah. And I mean, what was the process of rebuilding all of those cinematics?
For us, it was really, you know, how do we recreate these, again, taking advantage of some of the cutting edge stuff that we've been doing at Hangar 13. So, you know, we have, you know, really great facial scanning and likeness capture technology, a state-of-the-art mocap facility. So we really wanted to take advantage of that for, you know, the Definitive Edition. So we did go in and we rewrote all the cinematics, again, to add some of that language and add some of that character development and maybe some of that clarity that we were going for without losing the essence of each moment.
Well, now it's time for my favorite question.
Yeah.
When can we play Mafia Definitive Edition, and where can people go right now?
It's like
to learn more?
August 28th,
So,
right?
We are looking at an August 28th launch.
Yeah,
date,
I thought so.
We still, you know, have a ways to go, and we're working on that kind of final polish push right now. But I'm really confident, really bullish in that date right now. If you want more information, you can go to mafiagame.com.
After seeing the trailer, I personally am hyped, Hayden. Thank you so much for joining us at this year's PC Gaming Show. Once again, mafiagame.com. For our next title, it's time to head on over to Frankie.
Frankie!
Sean, next up, it's one of those games that looks so pretty, we just had to show it to you. Ever wondered what Slay the Spire might be like with Tim Burton at the helm? Well, Road Lords...
Oh, dude, okay, it's this game now.
It's being jointly developed by Cyanide and Leica Studio and sees you building a team from storybook psychos like Dracula, Bloody Mary, and Baron Samedi.
Oh, dude, this game's gonna be so fucking cool.
You're being employed by the devil himself, a job that has my name written all over it. The game is out this October, and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this exclusive gameplay reveal of our new title, Rogue Lords.
Dude, this looks cool.
Elements and combat mechanics for the very first time. Rogue Lords is a rogue-like game where you play as the devil. You have to build your team with legends of evil and lead them in runs.
Listen to the music! Oh my god!
After a terrible defeat,
I love it!
You're finally coming back with your most faithful disciples to wreak havoc and terror in a world unbalanced after your long absence. The combat is turn-based and strategic. You will need to build your set of skills through your run to be prepared for any threat, analyze your enemy's next attacks, and create combos.
Dude, this is fucking cool.
Every skill costs action points. You should think how to make best of them each turn. When one of your disciples becomes vulnerable, your own health bar is exposed, which is persistent during the entire run. If your health is reduced to 0, your run is finished. In Rogue Lords, you are the devil, so you don't have to play by the same rules as mortals. When the situation becomes tricky, you can use souls to
Devil mode
and change an enemy health bar, for example. This is an expensive trick to use, but very powerful and useful.
Okay.
Difficult fights. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more info coming soon.
Dude, that looks cool.
If you're a big fan of roguelikes,
Count me in.
they're known for two things: procedurally generated worlds and permadeath. Our next game, Unexplored 2, puts an interesting twist on these ideas. What if your character's demise changed the game world itself, altering it for all of your future playthroughs? From developer Ludomotion and publisher Big Sugar, this is Unexplored 2: The Wayfarer's Legacy.
One called upon.
Ooh.
Will you answer?
What is this?
Take your place.
Have we seen this before?
Heroes. Will you waver? When challenged to forge your legacy out of strife, hardship, and magic.
This is so colorful.
This.
Or I guess I should said vibrant. I don't know. It just pops, dude.
From beyond the gate into the First Valley, there is no return.
Wow, that looks great. Unexplored 2: The Wayfarer's Legacy. That looks great. Dauntless. Oh, yeah. Hey, Avenger, shut up. You excited about Dauntless?
Void, players unravel a mystery surrounding an ancient civilization, culminating in a showdown with a new otherworldly behemoth. And as a nice little bonus,
Dude, me
you
too,
play
man.
Dauntless.com
Me too.
Right now, and use
Thanks.
the code PCGamingShow2020, you can get some free in-game rewards. Nice. Let's take a closer look at this update that's available now in Dauntless. This is Call of the Void.
Kyle, have you gone back to Dauntless at all since it came out? Probably not. Dude, Avenger was pumped for Dauntless, man. He saw that trailer come on and was just ready to go. We went to PF Chang's yesterday. This is my leftovers. Sorry. I'm hungry. And I've been awake for a long time. Call of the Void. Okay.
There's still more games to come on the PC Gaming
There's
Show.
always stuff to come. The PC Gaming Show goes on forever.
Take a closer look at Blightbound, the new action RPG from Devolver. A special collection of exciting independent games coming to PC. Back to you, Frankie.
There aren't many games about being in nature, which is why Among Trees caught my eye. In this first-person survival sandbox, you get to explore a colorful, breathing world that's full to the brim with life. Just don't go.
I've been waiting for this
around like
game.
Snow White. Wild
This game looks
Debbie
great.
Share this painted world with you, and you'll want to move carefully to avoid their bitey bits. Produced by a 3-person team out of Sweden, this project demonstrates the creative power of independent creators on PC.
This game looks super cool. Frank said hello. Pretty sure she said hi. You might have been able to hear. Dude, this looks even way better than it did before. Like, I want to play this.
Happy birthday, Frank!
No, she's eating her food right next to me, and she's in the reclining chair. I think she's on her
like
laptop.
Me, you've drunk your fair share of potions in video games over the years. But you've probably never stopped to consider the business side of these magical elixirs. In Potionomics, you're a witch who must
Potionomics!
from the clutches of
Okay.
loan sharks, bartering and haggling with a slew of demanding customers. Let's take a closer look at this unique fantasy concept.
This sounds cool. What game? This game? You talking about, Frank? Oh, published by Xseed. Okay. Okay. This looks cool. This is interesting. I like this. Oh. Frank, it's like Lake Ridden that we turned into a co-op stream, even though it was a single-player game. Potionomics. That looks so cool. I want to play that.
We spend a lot of time in video games fixated on finding the best, the most powerful gear. But in our next game, Mortal Shell, things are a little different. You aren't scouring a dungeon looking for a +1 sword. You're exploring a shattered world for the remains of defeated warriors that you then possess like a ghost. These are the Mortal Shells, and they're much more than mere pieces of armor and stats. Each one has a complicated backstory, a playstyle, and an identity that might give you mixed feelings about the body you're occupying. Coming later this year exclusively to the Epic Games Store on PC, let's take a look at this gorgeous and brutal action game.
Similar to an Atelier game. But no.
I foresaw this.
This looks great, by the way.
Scratched sigils on the walls. Counted the days until you'd gone. A million eyes.
I've seen a little bit of this game. And it's like a Souls-like game, if I'm not mistaken.
PC gaming show. You seem different.
The consecrated fires revealed
Dude, this
and shadows.
This looks great. Look at this.
But beneath it all, no monsters, no gods.
Kyle, it's probably too hard for you. Get good. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, this looks great. Oh, dang. Okay. Man, that is straight Souls. Like, they're not hiding it, and that's okay. That looks great. This year. Nice. July 3rd beta. Holy shit. Okay.
But wait, there's more. We've gotten the chance to see some of the core gameplay of Mortal Shell, but now it's time to talk about bosses.
Yeah, you might like it, Frank. You might like it.
This type of RPG. And in our second piece of Mortal Shell footage, we'll see a boss that isn't just a one.
Ooh, they're gonna show another one. Okay.
Instead, it's a constant adversary throughout the campaign. The Hattern is a mysterious figure who stalks the player throughout Mortal Shell. As you grow in skill and master new weapons, so will he. The clip we're about to watch shows the player's very first duel with the elusive adversary. Let's take a look.
Dude, yeah, dude, it's, like I said, they're not even hiding that it's Souls, but that's fucking fine. This looks great. Ooh, dang. Nice dodge. Oh, man. So he's obviously not killing him if it's a persistent threat throughout the entire game. Dang, literally just a sliver of health left. Oh, dang, nice, okay. So it doesn't kill him, just...
Typically on the PC Gaming Show, we don't spend too much time talking about the Nintendo 64. But
I don't know. I don't know if we'll get anything huge today. I'm not sure.
Better off for it. After giving Blade Runner and Turok
Probably not here.
treatment, Night Dives
Probably not on the PC Gaming Show.
now modernizing Shadow Man, a 1999 cult classic. They're adding in support for 4K and widescreen plus a whole suite of cut content from this dark action classic. Let's take a closer look.
Dude, you don't have to be quiet. I know you can probably hear me. That's fine. I mean, you don't have to be talkative is what I meant to say. I'm just doing what I'd be doing if I wasn't live on YouTube. I just wouldn't be commentating all of it. Shadow Man. Perfect dark. Please just show my tweet. I want to be cool.
I am on a first-name basis with our next guest, as he has been here at the PC Gaming Show 6 years running. From Tripwire Interactive, the president himself, it's John Gibson. Thanks so much for joining us, John.
Sean, it's my pleasure. I'm so excited to be back with you again to talk about so much cool stuff happening at Tripwire.
Okay.
You guys have been
You
doing
beat two of the sirens so far.
stuff, and I just
It's a
wanted
good
to
game,
start
man.
by asking, talk to me about Killing Floor 2.
I finished it.
So Killing
It's
Floor
really
2
good.
Released the Perilous Plunder Summer Update. It's got 4 new weapons: Blunderbuss, Glock 18, Kaboomstick, Tesla launcher, new official map called Desolation, Space Pirate themed outfits. We're running a seasonal event with rewards until July 7th. And right now, it's free on Steam for a week, so you can go play it.
I also have to ask about the follow-up to a game that was announced at the PC Gaming Show, Chivalry 2. Talk to me about Chivalry 2.
So we're working with Torn Banner Studios, we're publishing, Torn Banner's developing, and Chivalry 2's coming along great. It's so fun, and we're excited to announce some big news, cross-play between the PC and the consoles, so you can hack and slash your console friends in Chivalry 2.
And
Crossplay, it's coming to everything.
So popular on Twitch. Talk to me about Maneater.
Yeah.
Maneater, baby!
Excited to get Maneater out the door. You know, we've shown it to you guys originally.
Oh, I want to play this still.
We had all that fun with Frankie in the shark suit, which I'm kind of missing. The
I have
game is
Frankie
doing
in the
great.
shark suit.
People are loving it. So much fan love, so many fan videos.
I remember that.
We're just really happy to have it out there, and people eating lots of humans.
It's such a funny game too. You know, you've talked a little bit about what games, what has been announced from Tripwire Interactive. What's coming up next for Tripwire?
So I wish we could come forward and announce an all-new game, and that would be great, but I can give you a few hints. So Chivalry 2, you know, is in process. It's going to be coming out in the not too distant future, hopefully. Maneater, we're taking the community feedback, and we're looking at things that we can add to the game, so you haven't seen the last of Maneater. And Killing Floor 2, you know, the game came out in 2015, so we're really thinking about what's next for the Killing Floor franchise, so stay tuned.
Well, if history is any indicator, John, I'm sure I'll see you at next year's PC Gaming Show with those very updates. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Now, at this year's PC Gaming Show, we've already taken a look at some Epic Game Store exclusives. Mortal Shell in particular looks very promising. But for a sense of what else there is, let's take a look at this.
Montage time! They always gotta put one segment in here that makes sure we get a copyright claim. It just doesn't fail. Every event has to have the segment. They're still saying Super Meat Boy Forever for 2020, huh? Okay. I hope so. I fucking hope so. Dude, Airborne Kingdom looks so good.
Blightbound is a 3-player dungeon crawler where you and your friends explore unique dungeons, fighting a terrifying cadre of mystical and monstrous enemies, grab valuable loot, and recover fallen heroes to expand your roster of available warriors. Blightbound will battle its way onto Steam Early Access later this year as an ever-expanding game with new maps, new heroes to add to your roster, and new loot to retrieve through free updates.
Stick around until after the credits to see the brilliant Gloomwood. Interesting. Okay.
Behold, Blightbound.
So they made a mistake, and
three heroes to venture
interesting.
down from their mountain refuge to face the abominations of the Blight, a mysterious and corrupting fog that enshrouds the land.
I like this so far. Ooh, okay.
We'll choose a hero from one of 3 classes: warrior,
Forge Titan's might!
assassin,
Let me at him.
or mage.
My greatest power awaits.
Battle a terrifying horde of monstrous enemies and colossal bosses. Each class of hero fulfills a specific role on the team to overcome mounting odds, solve clever puzzles, and synchronize their ultimate abilities to unleash massive damage. battle through 3 distinct lands.
This looks fun.
each with several dungeons to conquer.
It does.
The eerie Gravemark, the oppressive Underhold, and the precarious.
Do we stick around for Gloomwood after? Yeah, probably. Probably.
The Blight Warrior. We are Blightbound.
Co-op dungeon crawling. Oh, it's Devolver published. Okay.
Are you viewers at home still thinking about that computer? I know I am.
I wasn't.
Oh, sorry. And now more from the PC Gaming Show.
One thing we cherish about PC gaming is its openness. The PC is a platform where anyone can build stuff, tinker, and express themselves. And that spirit invites creators, streamers, developers, stores, and all kinds of different voices to contribute to PC gaming's vibrancy. We've already featured a lot of exciting independent games here today, but in rapid fire succession, here are 8 more indie projects that we're excited about.
8 more.
Shadows of Doubt is a detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city.
Ooh. I am definitely playing this.
In the Forgotten City, you fall into an ancient Roman utopia, only to find it full of people, mysteries, and difficult moral choices. Explore an open world locked in time.
Each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up.
Okay.
Somebody is about to end our lives.
Oh, this is a mod.
Is to figure out who and stop
Or
them.
based on it.
You already know what will happen if you fail.
Okay. I like it. I like it. Like I said, if you're tuning in, we are a little bit behind. I did start the stream late. I thought this started at 3 p.m. Eastern. It started at 2 p.m. Eastern, so we are running a little behind, but we'll get it done.
There's been a murder. Last night, Paradise was killed. I'm investigation freak Lady Love Dies.
Lady Love Dies. That's funny. Sup, Severin? How you doing today, man?
Scour the streets of Paradise and hunt for evidence. Any one of these
Wow.
psychopaths could have done it.
Guess I should say this evening. It's what, like 9 o'clock over there for you? 9, 10 o'clock, something like that?
All that remains are the facts. Paradise Killer, coming soon.
Haven is an RPG about the journey of 2 lovers escape to a
Dude, Haven looks so good. Haven looks so good. This is the one that I meant Gravity Rush. It looks so good.
Good thing we don't have to scrub.
At worst, I kill them.
Whoa, you.
Oh, come on.
This has been a long show, as it always is. But it's been entertaining, yeah. It's been a good show this year so far. 9 p.m. 5 hours then. That's what I thought.
Cartel Tycoon is a narrative-driven drug empire simulator where you rule as a succession of fictional drug lords in a world where death and violence are inevitable.
Are they like, the cars are like bouncing back and forth. Free demo, not bad.
Sailors is a survival co-op adventure game
Trash Sailors.
set in a dangerous real
I
world
think I've seen this one before.
where you and friends must survive the Great Flood.
Yeah, I've definitely seen this one before. This looks so rad. Kyle, this one could be a U game too, man. I could see you playing it. I could. You like the Overcooked. You like the co-op stuff. You're a trash sailor. I could see you playing it. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Cris Tales is an
Ooh, Cris Tales looks good.
classic RPGs that lets you experience
November 17th. I don't think we had a date for that before, so this looks good. I definitely want to play this. Trash Sailors? Yeah. It seemed like Kyle to me. Dude, I'm so excited for this. Just listen to that, dude. That's such a jolly tune. I can't wait to check out that soundtrack.
Set in a vibrant fantasy world created in collaboration with
Eloloth,
artists
Champions of the
veterans
Four
Chris Avellone.
Kingdoms.
Aloloth offers fast-paced action with a deep narrative, bringing ARPG dynamics to a new level with a skill-based gameplay inspired by great classics and modern masterpieces.
Whoa. Okay. Kyle's playing Valorant as well, so he is not super chatty at the moment. But he pops in and out in between games, or deaths or something. Whatever he's doing over there, probably losing.
Weird West is a curious project from the co-creators of two of our favorite games, Dishonored and Prey.
Ooh.
Despite its top-down perspective, Weird West
Okay.
carries much of the same spirit of those first-person games laid out in a dark reimagining of the Wild West, filled with fantastical creatures. From Wolfeye Studios and Devolver, let's take a look at Weird West.
Oh, we've seen this! This does look good.
The West. The land of opportunity.
I'm here, damn it. I know, I'm just saying.
Where you can
You're
be
busy.
hero
Being bad at that game.
and anything in
6-0. I don't know, man. You don't stream anymore, so there's no way to prove it. So, I don't know.
There are ancient powers at war with each other. Strange entities lurking in the dead of night with their own rules and their own peculiar motives.
Dude, this looks creepy. I like it.
To the Weird West.
This looks fucking cool, man. When does this come out? No date yet.
Coming out here could be the best thing that ever happened to you.
No
If
date
you
yet.
can survive, that is.
Joining me to talk about Weird West is the president and creative director at Wolfeye
Maybe we'll get it here.
Studios. It's Raf Colantonio. How's it going, Raf?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, we definitely have seen it. I thought so too.
And I want to start with something very straightforward. What is Weird West?
Weird West is an action RPG that is set in an environment that is called the Weird West, and it's very much of the kind of games that
I don't remember where we saw it
I've
at
been
though.
working on in the past.
But I know
It's
we've
just
seen
the
that.
perspective
I
is
know.
more like a isometric, top-down kind of view.
Yeah, I mean, we've referenced Prey and Dishonored, and we normally think of the immersive sim as
Does.
first-person games like
It looks
that.
real good.
What happens when you try to translate that to that top-down isometric perspective?
There's not much different in the spirit. You will really find yourself at home. It's just that it's a different perspective. So instead of seeing through the eyes of the player, the character, you have a chance to run a party of people. So you have followers, and you have more kind of like a strategy kind of view. But the exploration and everything is, is still the same kind of spirit, but with a different perspective.
And, in particular for people that maybe haven't played immersive sims, I know that the whole notion of creative problem solving is a big aspect. Multiple ways to get past the same obstacle. Can you give some examples of that in Weird West?
We like games where we set up an environment for you, a context. There's a world, there are characters, there are objects, and all of those objects...
I think I will play this.
And then there's an objective, which is,
I
for
think I
example,
will.
Go inside this house and frame a character by putting a letter that he did not actually truly write, but you put it there so that the sheriff can find it, right? You could do it in a very stealthy way, which would be what you would imagine people would do. So probably use a power and put people to sleep and then get inside.
You've talked about the different things that you can do as a player in the game, but who are you? What can the player do to shape who the character is over the course of the game?
Right, so this is a very good question and also a very dangerous one for me.
It's the riskiest question yet, man.
To make it simple, you are going to play 5 different characters. Once the main quest is over with the first character, you go to the next one. Now, the first one is
Okay.
in the world, so you can go back and recruit him or her.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Mean for you and for your
That is super interesting, actually.
That we're taking, we're gonna have different modes. There's the super hard mode where you die and you're dead.
Is the game sort of designed to be like playing in one forward timeline? If someone dies, you're not supposed to reload. You're just supposed to continue to play within the same world?
Yeah, you continue to play with the same world, but now the sad thing is that that doesn't apply to your followers, the characters that are with you, but maybe they'll come back at you someday under the form of an undead, or you don't know what's gonna happen. You can revive your followers if you're there and if you have the right tools with you, but if you don't and they die, that's it. You know, your followers are now in a little graveyard somewhere.
You make it sound cute. A precious little graveyard where they will maybe come back as the undead. Yeah. Now, Raph, when can people get their hands on Weird West?
So the game ships in 2021.
Okay.
But some of you
Figured.
Are gonna have a chance to play a demo actually pretty soon in the incoming months. You can follow Wolfeye Studios on Twitter and as well as Devolver Digital on Twitter as well for more information about that.
Well, wonderful, Raph. Thank you so much for coming out. Once again, that is Devolver Digital, Wolfeye Studios on Twitter for that upcoming demo. For our next game, believe it or not, yet again, we're going to go to Frankie.
Sean, I don't know about you, but there are times I wish for a simpler life. A life spent as a farmer in a humble JRPG village.
Kyle, you taking notes? She wants to be a farmer in a JRPG village. Which vegetables to plant, where to lay her chickens, and which bachelor to find. There you go. There you go.
Games, this is Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town.
Oh, yeah. Jessica, it's Friends of Mineral Town, Story of Seasons. This comes out in July, I think. Already bought us a farm. Yeah, July 14th. That's what I thought.
Marvelous.
Sometime in July. I couldn't remember the actual date.
Sending in your reactions, your memes, your takes to various temperatures throughout
Someone
the
said
show.
I'm waiting for Garfield Kart 2 to get announced or something. That was funny.
Right now.
That was
I'm
funny.
delighted by so many of them. Furious at a few, but I'm confused by none because you're just making a lot of sense today. We're in the home stretch of the show, so please continue to let us know which PC games you're excited about.
Wait, how long is
Use
this?
PC Gaming Show. Now, when it comes to genres, there are few as ambitious on PC as the MMO. It requires a vast amount of resources to create a rich, living, breathing world.
Let's see, man.
Hundreds of thousands of
Let's
players
see
for
some new
years.
world.
I know this because I watched season 1 of Mythic Quest. Due on closed beta on July 23rd, Amazon Games' New World aims to deliver that vast open world with pitched battles of 100 players. I'm excited to announce today that if you pre-order New World right now, you can get into that July 23rd.
Did you hear that, Kyle? Pre-order right now.
This is New World.
And you will get in that beta. And you will experience the New World. Animations look good. August 25th, huh? Okay.
Here on the PC Gaming Show, we're big fans of.
I don't know how I feel about New World either. I don't know.
Series from developer
It looks rough, but I really want to give it a shot. I don't know.
First reveal it in 2018.
I don't know.
Twin Mirror, the studio's next game, is a psychological
Ooh, Twin Mirror.
Investigative
This looks good.
Who returns to his hometown?
At least it did before. We'll see if it still does.
Available to wishlist now on the Epic Game Store. Let's watch.
Wonder if it's actually going to come out this year.
Basswood is many things. Peaceful tops that list. Until that day.
It just finished on the regular stream? Okay.
I can't make you do anything. Coming back to Basswood.
I was running on like a 25-minute delay, so holy shit.
Just try and make sure
that sucks. I'm gonna literally have like 10 minutes in between this and the future game show. Ugh.
You might be right. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
I want to play that.
Seen Metal Hellsinger announced earlier this week, and today we get the opportunity to take a closer look at this unique game that the studio bills as a rhythm FPS.
Dude, this looks so good! Oh my god, this looks so good.
Demons to a heavy metal soundtrack. And to talk about one of the most epic encounters in the game is the creative director at The Outsiders, David Goldfarb. Take it away, David.
Thanks. And let me say it's a pleasure to be here. And I think right now everybody needs some games to give us a break from the reality that we're currently inhabiting. So that's why we're here now. So what you're about to see here is an exclusive piece.
I like how he's moving the skull
Metal Hellsinger
back and forth, like
you
to
like
the beat. Dude, this just is gonna be so fucking good. This looks so good. I cannot wait. Like I said, this is how you get me into shooters. Make them rhythm games. This is fucking genius. Especially combined with metal. Especially Trivium and Arch Enemy. Dude, come on. Winning combination right there. Good shit, man. That is gonna be fun.
Hello everybody, Felicia Day here, and I play the Magician in the Dungeons of Naheulbeuk, The Amulet of Chaos. The Amulet of Chaos is a fun and silly tactical RPG that's coming to PC later this summer. It features a group of adventurers searching a dungeon for treasure. Each one of the characters has their own skill sets, or lack thereof, fighting styles, and inventory. Each one is kind of a failure, but together, they're too dumb to fail. The game doesn't take itself too seriously. It has lots of in-jokes for tabletop games, and for some reason it features a lot of chickens. Anyway, here is an exclusive preview of The Amulet of Chaos.
A K-pop bonus level? That'd be fucking funny, dude. It would be cool if they gave us, like, different genres of music. Like, as, like, Easter eggs and shit. I'll blast through an 1980s power ballad, man.
How about we try diplomacy, maybe?
No. Attack!
Guards, guards! Dispatch these smelly bushwhackers! Zibat relic hizbat!
You need water to go sailing. Our next game, Red Sails, puts you on a boat in the middle of a sea of desert. In this intriguing narrative adventure, you rescue stranded people while looking for the rest of your clan. Let's take a look at Red Sails.
So you actually don't like Doom then? You just lied when you wrote that review. Because that's basically Doom with, like, rhythm mechanics. This looks tight. I'm loving this already. What's going on? Reminds me of, the fuck is the name of that game? Have it on Steam. Oh my god, what's the name of that game? Gonna make me look. Heaven's Vault. That's what it reminds me of, with the surfing on the clouds. This looks tight. I like it. Red Sails. I will wishlist, thank you.
DevBot, do you have any access to some
Red Lantern's a game too.
in case I, bump my foot against some of these cold, unforgiving walls?
Query received, Sean. In order to familiarize you with basic life-saving procedures, I have established contact with game developer Bossa Studios, the creators of Surgeon Simulator 2.
Well, I wasn't really planning on doing any surgery. I feel like if I was injured, you'd be the one doing the surgery.
My analysis shows that Surgeon Simulator 2 contains all of the vital instructions for repairing fragile human bodies. 1 hour of Surgeon Simulator 2 is equivalent to 1 year of human medical school.
That's not true, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and thirst for knowledge, DevBot. And I'm certainly interested in this game. So let's take a look at Surgeon Simulator 2.
Oh, Jesus! Look at tickling his feet! This is awesome! What the fuck? Why are they walking like that? This is so good! This is amazing. Holy shit.
Joining us to talk about Surgeon Simulator 2, we got Mark Pick on the line. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So, for anyone who has not experienced the hilarity of Surgeon Simulator 1, can you just give us the gist and tell us, what is Surgeon Simulator 2 all about?
We've kind of taken the tone and the heart of the original, which is that chaotic physics gameplay, and we've really kind of blown it out to brand new epic proportions. So in the original game, you're just one arm kind of moving around on one table. In the new game, you're actually a fully limbed surgeon moving around for the first time in the series on 2 feet. In the original game as well, yeah, right. What an innovative feature in 2020. In the original game as well, you were limited to just surgery, whereas in Surgeon Simulator 2, there's a whole plethora of brand new mechanics, challenges, and gameplay elements to explore. You're not just looking over one patient's chest cavity anymore, but you're actually exploring a fully fledged medical facility.
Can you maybe tease a little bit of some of the other, perhaps, medical operations that I get to perform in Surgeon Simulator 2?
Yeah, so there is 12 operations in the game, and you will have seen a few of those in the trailer just now. Think of that facility as like a little bit like the original Surgeon Simulator with a bit of kind of a mad scientist lab thrown in there through this kind of lens of like a Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory vibe. Like, you're never really sure what's going to be around the next corner and what new twist or what dark machinery you're going to come across next. So players are going to come across everything from like surgical vending machines, over-engineered operating theatres, automatic patient dispensers, my personal favourite, which is actually an improvised cannon where you can actually fire limbs or organs and things across to your fellow surgeons on the other side of the room to keep operating on Bob.
Now, Mark, I understand that there is a creation tool in Surgeon Simulator 2. What is that?
Dude, this is wild.
Yeah, that's right. So in keeping with the variety and the surprise that we talked about before, in Surgeon Simulator 2, we're proud to announce that we are bringing the Bossa Labs creation mode to the game. Now, in creation mode, you as a solo player or in a group of up to 4
I love the way
players
they're walking.
can
It's
get
so
stuck
funny.
into the very same tools that we as designers and developers use to build our very own story mode. It's an easy to use, intuitive, friendly set of tools where it's as much fun to create as it is to play.
So I want to ask, what are some of the examples of the types of levels, the types of creations that people have made?
That's a great question. So we've been live for the last few months already. The wealth and the variety of content made by players so far has been really, really incredible to see. So there's been everything in there from traditional takes on surgery, like the end of the original game. We've also got ghost ships in there. We've got bowling alleys. We've even got a take on the Surgeon Olympics, where people are bouncing around Bob's head and using that as a ball. And then we've got my personal favourite, which is
Another alarm going off telling me the future game show is starting soon.
Oh yeah, where you can kind of flip a ball with the hand and kind of, it's not the easiest thing to do with the Surgeon Simulator hand, and you just kind of step back and see the physics chaos play out, and it's a lot of fun. It's very satisfying to see play out.
Mark, I had a blast playing Surgeon Simulator 1. When can people play Surgeon Simulator 2, and how do they get access to this creation workshop you've mentioned?
Surgeon Simulator 2 is coming to the Epic Game Store in August 2020, and you can pre-order that right now. You can also go to surgeonsimulator.com for more information and follow us at SurgeonSim on Twitter to learn more.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Mark Pick. I'm Sean Plott. Let's go to Frankie Ward.
Sean, you'll remember our next developer from their appearance in the PC Gaming Show way back in 2015. Hello Games are a small UK indie studio, perhaps better known for building the infinite procedurally...
Maybe we're gonna see, Frank, maybe we will see... No, never mind. They're not making the Red Lantern. They're making the little campfire or something. The last campfire.
A story of a lost
That's what it
ember
was.
trapped in a
Never
puzzling
mind.
place.
I thought maybe we were gonna see the Red Lantern as well.
Let's check it out.
Dude, this is gonna be, Probably better than No Man's Sky was when No Man's Sky first came out, but No Man's Sky has definitely improved. You guys just run around the hospital, chopping people's heads off and flinging body parts across the room. I see it, man. You guys are doing some shady things over there. This game's gonna be sad. Oh no! Oh, give me a date. Summer. Okay. Rather have a concrete date, but I'll take summer.
Tarkov has become one of the breakout successes of 2020, becoming a smash hit on Twitch as players fell in love with its extra gritty take on first-person shooters. But as anyone who works on the internet will tell you, the people always want more. And more we've got for you today. Because in a moment, I'm going to be speaking to one of the game's developers about what's coming next. And that includes a spicy new map. Hey, DevBot, why don't you show them what we got?
Going upstairs. This is that riveting gameplay Dan likes right here of shooters. I've never played Escape from Tarkov, so I have no idea what's going on. Good song, though.
To talk about what's coming next is Nikita Buyanov from Battlestate Games. Thanks so much for joining us today, Nikita.
Thank you for having me.
I would love if you would kick off by just for anyone who hasn't played or seen
Yeah,
Escape from
like
Tarkov,
me.
How does a session of Escape from Tarkov work? What makes it different from, say,
I mean, I know what it is,
a
but
class-based shooter or a battle royale?
It's more about like true survival.
lots of buildings,
You actually escape from,
lots of rooms,
missions,
and lots of stairs.
checkpoints, and you need to actually save your life and save your gear and your loot. And if you die, you will lose everything.
So how does the new map compare to the existing map set in Tarkov?
It will be the biggest and the most detailed location ever. It will be a lot of explorable buildings, undergrounds. It's like the attempt to simulate the city, the realistic modern city.
So give me a breakdown of what's coming up in this upcoming patch 12.7.
12.7 is more like a technical patch. It will include the big addition called the expansion of Customs location. Customs is the pretty iconic location for the EFT. It will like enlarge the overall area by 30 or even 40%. The next updates will totally like overhaul the whole skill system, and there will be new boss called Senator. This boss will able to heal his partners and like search for stashes. So
A lot of people excited for this. Look at the comments scrolling by. A lot of people excited for Escape from Tarkov stuff, so
big amount of cool
it's good shit for them.
to come this year.
It's always good when people are excited.
Escape from Tarkov has been playable for a long time. For anyone who's listening who hasn't yet played it, where should they go?
They should go to our site www.escapefromtarkov.com and see for yourself. You could purchase it over there.
So once again, escapefromtarkov.com to check it out. And Nikita, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
For our next titled PC gaming show, it's time to head on over to the inimitable Frankie Ward.
Over the last decade, developer Red Barrels has given us some of the most messed up horror games ever created. The next game in the Outlast series offers more mind-numbing terror.
Okay.
This time, with friends. Outlast Trials is set during the Cold War, and in this happy period of distrust, fear, and violence, you and your friends are human guinea pigs involuntarily recruited to test advanced methods of brainwashing and mind control. Good times. But work together, and maybe you'll survive the Outlast Trials.
I'm loving the music, man. Boy, this is already fucked up. Oof, God, that's rough.
Night vision device fully operational, sir.
Excellent. Bring in the other subjects.
Man, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. Ooh. Okay. $2021, hell yeah. So digging the music too.
The 2020 PC Gaming Show is now complete. Thank you so
Thank
much
God.
for joining us today. We hope that you got a chance to see some games that excited and
Like I said, we were running on a little bit of a delay, so the main stream did end a little while ago. We got a late start over here.
So an enormous thanks to our sponsors for helping to make this show possible.
But there is
This year,
something
the
after the
sponsors are
credits.
Mythical, Perfect World, Funcom, Frontier Developments, Exceed Games, Atlas, Intel, All In Games, Humble Games, Sega, Amazon
Nope,
Games,
I'm not playing that.
Mercury,
Look,
Tripwire
dude.
Interactive, and the
Whew.
Epic Games Store.
Looked pretty scary.
Without your support, we would not have had the opportunity to
I'll check it
put on
out.
a show
I like
for
Outlast,
the
so
greatest platform,
I'll check it out.
PC Gaming. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to give a warm thanks and a chance for my co-host to say goodbye. Thanks again, DevBot.
I am glad to have been of service, Sean. I'm going to shut down into sleep mode to conserve power until next year. Frankie, what is your goodbye message?
Thank you so much to all of our guests.
Got the guinea pig back, Kyle.
And of course, a massive thanks to our sponsors for making this all happen. And finally, a big thanks to you guys at home for watching. I'm actually off with my little evil sidekick now to take over the world, and I really, really do look forward to being your evil Emperor Overlord. Until next year, thank you so much, and goodbye.
All right, that's it. Coming up next is the Future Games Show over at twitch.tv/GamesRadar, where you'll see more exclusive reveals, deep dives on the future of gaming, and developer interviews. With that, I'm Sean Day9Plot, and this
Appreciate
is
it,
the PC
Severin.
Gaming Show.
Appreciate
Stay
it.
healthy, stay safe, and take care.
So there's something apparently after these credits, huh?
Hello, world.
Let's just skip ahead. There we go. Perfect timing! Perfect pick! So this is that Gloomwood game. All their games have this graphical style. I kind of like that. This is by that New Blood studio. I don't know, Frank. This looks kind of sick, man. I'm digging this. Ooh. That looks cool. I like it.
Ah, inside at last, are ya? Welcome.
Okay. Very, very nice. I like it. Let's just pick a random spot. This looks good.
Yeah.
That looks good. We'll take right there. Yes, apologies for running on a slight delay. I did want to... I mean, I don't know. It looks interesting. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But apologies for running on a slight delay. I did think that this was at 3 p.m. Eastern and not 2 p.m. Eastern. So I now have about 19 minutes to go and eat this cold P.F. Chang leftovers. And I will be back. I'm going to actually go offline and then come back on so that it recategorizes the next video as a separate one. So I'm going to go offline and I'll be back, probably within like a minute or two before the Future Games show goes live. But if you hung out with me, watch this. Thank you so much. If you liked it, hit the like. If you like us, subscribe for future videos and content. Also, drop a comment down below and let me know what you thought of the PC Gaming Show for 2020. What are you excited for? What did you want to see that maybe didn't show up? We'll be having a conversation, hopefully. If you leave us a comment down there, I'll be in the comment section interacting with you. Don't forget to tune into an all-new episode of the Max Level Podcast that's coming up Monday for even more thoughts and coverage of all things Summer Game Fest. I'll be right back with coverage of the Future Game Show. Just give me about 15 minutes. I'll be back.